So this question that came to my mind just today with regards to infinity, it's problematic really because human beings, we usually like things which fit into nice boxes, and infinity is a bit messy because apparently it goes on forever. And usually we think of numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you get to the largest number you can think of, and then you add one, and then you add one, and you carry on adding one. And it's just this thing about infinity, it goes on forever. I thought about it this week, and it's not all that really. Like for example, people say that God is infinite. Or like for example, you've got an infinitely long piece of string. Yeah, but it's not infinite, is it? If something is infinite, that means that everything else or other things compared to it are actually going to be finite. Yeah? Or you might have other infinite things, but ultimately there will be something which is finite that exists alongside that thing so that it can be infinite. So, and the fact that it does exist and it has magnitude, like for example a piece of string, I gave the example of the piece of string. The piece of string, actually, it may be infinitely long, but it's not infinitely wide. So therefore it's not really infinite because it's not it's not infinite in all respects. What we're talking about really is absolute. Something is absolute. If something is absolute, that's it. It's just absolute. And only one thing can be absolute, because nothing else can be absolute with it. Yeah? And in that sense, you're not talking about magnitude, you're just talking about existence, that something exists. So that is, in reality, what people would commonly call infinite. It has no beginning, no end. Yeah? So yeah, I found that quite satisfying because I find the concept of infinity to be it's a bit abstract. You can't do anything with it. I can't give it to people and allow them to do something with it, and I'm not that type of a person. I'm the type of person I want to give people something they can actually work with. So I spend my time engineering systems and asking questions to make things easy for people so they can just push a button or not really do much, and something will do everything for them. So it was just nice to get rid of infinity it's like a load of rubbish basically. It's a rubbish notion that doesn't exist. It only exists in the minds of people. Or because it does exist in the minds of people in reality, in a given reality, of the infinite realities, it does actually exist. Actually, it must do. It must do because of the fact that you've got, in each reality, you've got a given particular thing. But what form it would take, I've got absolutely no idea, because the only thing that can really take form, in the truest sense of the word, as something which has no beginning and end, is something which has no beginning and has no end. And of course we know there's only one thing in existence which fits that criteria or fits that description. And actually, yeah, I suppose the concept of infinity, being as flawed as it is, actually does prove that something must be absolute. There must be at least one thing that's absolute, because infinity as it is not. And definitely the finite things which correlate or complement infinity definitely aren't. So if you look at it that way around, then infinity sort of proves the existence of the absolute. Yeah. And the absolute is just absolute. That's it. There's nothing beyond that. It's absolute. So yeah, it's just a fine little bit of thinking there that I arrived at, that I thought I'd share with you to clear up a few clouds of doubt that might exist in your minds. Yeah. Okay, I'll catch you later. Bye.